Welcome back to Tune Into Nature. My name is Kelly.
And my name is Becky. You're listening to Tune Into Nature. Today's episode, we have joining us Felix Diaz, another student ambassador and good friend of ours. Felix is a geology student in his last semester and will be discussing his major and fieldwork experiences at his time here at CSU.
With that, Felix, would you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Felix. I'm major in geology with hydrology concentration. I'm fourth year. This is my last semester here at CSU. I'm kind of excited, a little scared. It's so nice to be here with you guys. I'm from Panama.
Awesome. What has your experience been as an international student?
I would say it's been amazing. It's a way to share my culture, my tradition with other students. Also to break that stereotype about movies, because I just knew United States just based on movies. I never been here before, before my scholarship. So I just knew US for based on LA or New York or Florida, and that's it.
Oh gosh.
Never knew about Colorado. So that is pretty amazing. Amazing people here in Colorado, a lot of nature rocks. So this is pretty cool.
Well, that's really good to hear you've had a positive experience. That would be super scary coming to the United States without knowing what it was like, especially based off the movies. I'd be terrified. So with that, what was the transition like coming from Panama?
I would say in terms of weather, kind of it's a big change. It was a big change coming from a tropical country to cold and then dry too. Yeah, that's pretty big change for me. But it's been really well. And then, it's been pretty good. But at the same time, over time, I think I kind of
So with you coming from Panama, why did you choose CSU specifically, and what got you into geology?
To be honest, I first didn't choose CSU. The Panamanian government chose the CSU first based on some offers that the Panamanian government received from the United States from different universities. And CSU was one of the top to study water management with other universities, Louisiana and Oregon. What got me into geology was because I was studying civil engineering in Panama. I was starting my third year civil engineering, and I took one semester of geology. And then I saw the program that CSU had for geology, and then I chose that to study. And then I just applied. I got this some kind of filter just to get into the scholarship. And we were 500 students to participate in total for that scholarship, for the 5 scholarship that was offered for different. There were 5 scholarships. There were 5 offers for the students in Panama. 3 of them were to study a major, undergrad degree, and 2 of them others were for a master program.
Oh, wow.
We got into the 500 students and just went down to 70, and then just 15 students had the chance to get the scholarship to come here to the United States for the 3 different universities. So there are 5 students each.
Wow.
That's so impressive.
You're so impressive.
Honestly.
That's so cool. Dang. I didn't
know you were in civil engineering either before.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Good for you,
Felix. Geology and civil engineering is
they have that relationship.
Yeah.
So they have oceanography, but I was I don't have that relationship or something like that. I didn't have that knowledge really well. So once I saw geology, I said, okay, this is the chance. So
And you took it. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's so cool, Felix. You're so cool.
Dang. Like I knew you were cool, but I didn't know you were that cool.
We're so glad you ended up here.
Amongst a scholar.
Yeah. But we're going to be able to see him one day and be like, oh, I knew him back when.
He was on Tune Into Nature.
That's amazing. Well, thanks for kind of setting that background for us. And I guess we can kind of jump into why we wanted to meet today to discuss field camp. So can you just start off by explaining what Geoscience Field Camp is?
The Geoscience Field Camp is like an intense field course for geology students that is very intense. It's very fun. And yeah, it's like having that like a summary for English metamorphic petrology course, structural geology, sedimentology class, and mineralogy class. So those four courses are all mixed together in that summer field camp, and students just get into the field and do some field work for geology.
And about how long is it? And it's a summer camp, right?
This is 5 weeks down in Colorado, South Colorado. It's basically just field work for geology.
That's so wild. I feel like so many people hear about the mountain campus and kind of the hands-on work there, but this is like legitimate field work every single day, day in and day out. I don't think people realize how strenuous that is.
Yeah,
so intense.
Especially when you don't want to get left out. Like,
yeah, you don't want to get left behind if you sleep in. Or
What time were you reading the bus at?
We had to be ready at 7 a.m. Everyone had to be ready at 7 a.m. At least like 7:30. Some days were like 8 a.m. something like that, but mostly 7:30 at least getting ready, and then coming back like 5-6 p.m. from the field.
Wow.
Yeah.
Long day.
How long did you stay at each spot? Did you travel at all?
Yeah, we like a spot for camping, and then just like get the vans and go to a specific like field that we had to do some mapping and getting some data, and then come back and then do the report based on what we got.
That's cool. So is it like you were in South Colorado at a base camp, and then one day you go to this spot, and then another day you go to like a different mountain? Or what did that look like?
We were in 3 different places, like 2 weeks in Canyon City. And then we moved from Canyon City to South Fork for 1 week. And then another week was another 2 last weeks were in Silverton, Colorado.
Oh, wow.
So once we get to those 3 spots, we just like get set and then travel to the specific area that we wanted to study.
And how many other students were there with you?
We were 33 students.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So within this field camp, did you make any connections with the professors since it was like such a small group?
Yeah, definitely. We had like a pretty good connection with professors. Basically, all professors were the same that we had before for English metamorphic petrology, structural geology, field methods, and mineralogy. So those professors just go there and then they teach just the field work, just on the field. Basically, we had that previous background, and then we just knew our professor, and we just built our relationship day over day, can you say that? And we built that relationship with the professor like day over day. And yeah, that was pretty cool. And for every single assignment, every question that we had, they were just flexible. They just had the time to explain every single detail that we didn't understand, or we just wanted to have like a little bit more of clarification. They were just willing to help every single student at the field camp, especially TAs too. The TAs worked really hard, and they just were just willing to help. Also to just be there for us. Like they were engaged all the time from 7 a.m. to, I don't know, all day.
Wow. That's so awesome of them. I know we are always telling people, go to office hours and stuff, but that would be like office hours every hour of the day. Yeah. And I can just imagine you leave and you're just best friends with the professor from basically living with them for 5 weeks. That's pretty awesome. So obviously you we're working day in and day out with small, close-knit group of people, doing some really awesome work. What's your favorite story to tell from camp?
We, as geology students, we just had like that competition about who gets the better rock or who gets the better rock. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Just like low key, trying to find, even though you are doing your field work, you are like also when I just on the notes and then I just try to find like a rock. So I didn't have that luck like my friend had before at that time, but just trying to do my best. I don't know, to find that little rock or a rock that I can just say, hey, this is from the summer field camp. And I didn't have that luck over like the first 4 weeks. But
the plot thickens.
But we had like a kind of like semi-final exam, so we have like an individual exercise that we just couldn't share with anyone else, just by yourself, and we just were on the field mapping without any help from the TA or professor. You was by yourself, like trying to prove if you know. So that was pretty challenging and exciting, because not only I did the mapping by myself, but also I found geodes. So it's like, wow, that was pretty amazing. Just trying to do my work, and then at the end, my reward was finding like pretty amazing cool rock. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then just got it together, and my friends who had their rocks, they were like, hey, here is mine. So here are like what I found. And my other friend like, wait for Felix rocks, because that was pretty cool. And I just like I showed them, and they were like, that's pretty cool, that's pretty amazing. And we just take picture of that. And that was pretty good. That is a pretty good piece of geo. So we just keep it in my apartment now.
Yeah, I've seen that bad boy. I'm trying to think of the size to explain it. It's like 2 handfuls.
Yeah, of a geode. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's really cool. Bouncing off of that and the competition you had with your friends, it sounds like there was a pretty awesome community that you made with fellow geoscience friends. Can you talk about what that community looked like, your specific friend group? What was that dynamic there?
The coolest thing about the summer field camp is like professor and TAs, they focus on not only on teaching, but also building that community in the group or in the summer field camp. So they just trying to get the different groups from different they trying to build the different groups every day, like having different people. The professor is just like trying to make sure that everyone get to know each other. So they rotated every single group, every single assignment. So for every different assignment, we have this different partner or different group. So we kind of every single week we kind of get to know each other. And that was pretty cool. And then at the end, we just became not only just classmates, but friends, family. That was pretty cool. And we had the ramen party. So it's let's have ramen party. We just gathering, everyone's with a cup of ramen and then hot water. And that was pretty cool at the end. That was kind of the reward after the hard work for the long day or something like that.
Ramen hits different at the end of a long day. I want to eat it all.
That's awesome. So we've come to the point in our podcast where we're going to do some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Are you ready, Felix?
Yes.
One, what's your favorite rock?
My favorite rock, I would say basalt. this is like I know it's pretty basic, but I will say it's pretty cool because where I live in Panama, we have like like mining for basalt rock. So that rock is very versatile. So it's like you can build road or for construction, everything is like pretty amazing. You just for construction it's pretty good, and also it's everywhere, and then it's a volcanic rock, so it's pretty cool.
Huh.
Favorite trail snack? Go.
I would say Cliff Bar. I do like
solid.
Especially the chocolate mocha bar.
Oh,
That was the hit. I really like it.
So it kept you going. Okay. If you could have any skill besides one that you already have, what would it be?
Fly or being invisible.
You went for the superpower.
No.
That's awesome, Steve.
Saved.
No. I would say, I don't know, painting or drawing. I'm so bad drawing. I just kind of like stick a ball, and that's gonna be a person. So I would like to just like improve my skill of drawing.
That's awesome.
Making some sketches or something like that.
That's so cool.
All right, last one for you. What's a fun fact about Felix? Felix fun fact.
About 2 years ago, I received a gift from my grandma, and I was here in Colorado, and then I had to wait like 6 months later just to see that gift, and that was a cow. I mean, that was a cow. She was really little. Now it's grown. It's like a grown cow now. She's pretty cool, and I named her Hamburger.
Gets me every time. I remember the first time you told us. We were like, back it up. What?
Yeah. Her name is Hamburger, and she has a baby. And I didn't name her baby Cheeseburger or Little Burger. But kind of like based on my experience or my geology path, I just named her Garnet. So I know it's like so different now, like from Hamburger to Garnet. But,
I like it.
I like it too. Very fitting.
And now Hamburger is waiting for another baby. So it's like I'm just thinking about Little Burger now.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Okay. I love that. So you mentioned earlier that this is your last semester at CSU. Do you have any plans for after graduation?
For now, I'm just trying to apply for a OPT. This is like a type of visa for me to just get the chance to have a job here, like a kind of like a training. Because if I go to Panama, I would like to have that experience first, and then going back to Panama and be like, hey, I have that experience in this, and I would like to just contribute to my country in a better way.
That's awesome.
Aww.
I hope you can stay around a little longer.
Yeah.
Along that same thread, seeing as you are about to graduate, what advice would you give to incoming students?
I would say to incoming students that just get involved, ask questions, get to know your professors, and at the end, you just became friends with your professor or DAs or something like that. And also that will help you just to get any opportunity either for internship, any research opportunity that you want to have before graduation or after graduation, or also for if you want to apply for a graduate program. So get a master or something like that. It's pretty cool. So get involved, don't be afraid, and just get to know people. The people here in Colorado, it's pretty amazing. And it is the best choice I made in my life. And having you guys, it's pretty cool. And I'm glad to just be here.
Oh, we love you, Felix. And thanks for talking about Geoscience Field Camp and sharing with students listening to this who might not know too much about it. You obviously had a great time, and we love hearing about your experiences. And hamburger, of course. So with that, that's all we have for this episode of Tune Into Nature. Tune in next time to hear Dr. Ellen Wool discuss her involvement in fluvial geomorphology and the current work she is doing in regards to stream ecology and fire.
We'll see you next time
on Tune Into Nature.